All right, if you are 50 years or older and you're concerned about having weak legs, this video is for you.
We're going to show you 5 hip strengthening exercises that'll get those legs feeling strong as well as functional.
So these exercises are going to actually strengthen your legs and hips together because they do work together. Also, we're going to make it fit your personal needs. For people who are weaker, we'll have exercises for that and advance them for the stronger people. Now, before we get started, I want you to actually try all 5 of these exercises and pick out the ones that fit you. We're going to shoot for 10 to 15 repetitions on all of them. By the last few repetitions, you should be fatigued. Let's go to the first exercise.
The first exercise, we're going to do some sit to stands from a chair. For beginners, use a chair with armrests, and you're going to push with your arms to get up, and then make sure to reach back with your arms when you sit down. Go in a nice, slow, controlled motion like this. Try to aim for 10 repetitions if possible. Once this becomes too easy for you, you can progress to maybe just using one arm to help push up and try to use your legs more for the strength. You're trying to strengthen the legs, not your triceps with doing this. Once you get beyond that point, you can cross your arms like this and then stand up and then sit down. Make sure you have good control the whole time. Another thing to make sure to do is don't sit way back like this, lean way forward and go up like that. You can certainly scoot your butt forward in the chair, lean slightly forward as you go up, and it'll be a little easier for you.
Now, if you feel like you are advanced, that's too easy, you can simply go without a chair. As long as you have very stable balance and you feel safe doing this, arms up actually make it even a little bit stronger, harder. All right, the second one is lunges. Now, this is actually really good for if you're a biker or you're hiking or up and down steps. Simply get in the position, Mike, is have a hand on a cupboard or a solid chair and use it for balance. Go down. Now we have a cushion here so that your knee is comfortable. If you have a hard floor and you go down a little too fast, it hurts when your kneecap hits.
You want to make sure you're maintaining a good upright posture with this. You may not be able to go as far apart early on if you have tight hip muscles. Just do what you can. Try to keep an upright posture. Go as low as you comfortably can. Make sure you're able to get up and perform this way for beginners.
Good. Shall we go right into the more advanced if this is too easy?
Sure. So a more advanced way, you can start with your feet together and then step forward like this and come back to the starting position. When you're going this way, you can alternate legs as well. Makes it a little more challenging. Try to shoot for 10 on each leg. It's going to be more of a cardiovascular adjustment this way if you're going to go back and forth like this.
All right. This also challenges your balance a lot. It really is for more functional, higher level people. So take your time. Start with the first one. Be solid. Then advance to this one when you feel ready.
Another option you could possibly do as well is a backwards lunge. So I'm going to start in the same position, but I bring the leg back. Focus on this leg to drive forward. I don't want to push with the back leg. We're strengthening this one up.
That's kind of nice. It works eccentrically on this quadricep. It's going to feel different. Good. All right, the third exercise is to start out with for beginners. It's simply sidestepping. Okay, you're going to make sure your feet do not drag. You may have a cane or a stick to hold on for balance and go back and forth about 5 steps and work it that way. If this is too easy, the next step, if you have ankle weights like Mike has around his ankles, go ahead and demonstrate.
So you're going to do the same thing. If you need a cane for support or at a countertop, you certainly can. But just that added resistance at your ankles is going to make it a little more challenging. We are actually strengthening the side muscles of the hip, which keep you upright when you're standing and walking. So we're going to do 5 to 10 steps each direction, depending upon how big of a space you have to move in.
Now, another option to add resistance to this, if you do not have the ankle weights or if you have the bands, you can either use a tube band like this or a large loop band. They work really good for this. This is my favorite. You want to demonstrate with that, Mike? And you simply hold on to the band if you have a tube band like this and work it here. If you have the loop band, it's the same thing, but the loop goes across in front of your chest, and you simply sidestep. We can go in unison, eh, Mike?
These are a little nicer than the cuff weights because you actually get that lateral resistance with the motion you're doing. Cuff weights, it's more of a downward pull.
Now, if you have balance problems and you do not feel steady with this, it's not an option unless you have a partner that's going to hold on to you so that you're stable. We don't want to fall doing these exercises, of course. Let's go on to the next one.
The next exercise we're going to do are 3-directional hip kicks. So we're going to go forward to begin, sideways, and then we're going to go backwards. So when we do this, make sure to have support. This is a beginner version. I'm going to have no weight on this leg. Advanced, we can use a cuff weight, or Brad will show a band in a little bit option. So first, you're going to keep your leg straight. Just swing it as high as you can comfortably. Make sure to control it on the way down. We're not going to just swing around like you're kicking a ball. Okay, you're going to do 10 this direction, then you're going to go 10 out to the side. Notice my foot is facing forward and I'm not bending over like this to get it higher. Nice upright posture, nice controlled kick out to the side. After 10 repetitions, you're going to go backwards. I'm going to go this way for you so you can see it. Notice I'm keeping a upright posture. I'm not bending over like this to get a high kick. You're going to work this glute, so you're working front hip muscle, side hip muscle, then back hip muscle.
And one of the beauties about this exercise, not only are you strengthening the leg that's doing the kicks, but the opposite one is doing an awful lot of activity to hold your balance. So you're getting both sides strengthened at the same time while improving your balance. The next way to advance it, if you happen to have bands like this is really a nice way to progress with it. So I've got it, either put it around a solid leg of a chair or a table. I've got it on the wall anchor and around your ankle, and simply use the resistance of the band. Works very well. To make it more resistant, simply step away. I'm going to get back in here so I'm in the camera and do the exact same thing that Mike mentioned. And then you simply step over the band. I'm using a stick or a cane, or you could have a chair cupboard in front of you and work this. I really feel this leg doing an awful lot of work, like I had mentioned, and then going behind, again, avoiding this. We call that compensation or cheating. And 10 to 15 reps, and you're going to feel things work very well with this option. I'm getting tired, Mike.
Again, if you have cuff weights instead of a band, that works too.
There you go. Now, if you happen to have a waddling gait, or therapists call it Trendelenburg, it's where you find yourself going side to side as you walk, this particular hip exercise can really get after that and help you out. Go ahead, Mike.
So you're going to need a stair of sort and something to hold on to, probably the railing in front of you if you have one. You're going to stand on the step like this. Now, right now my pelvis is level. What you're going to end up doing is lifting your pelvis up on one side, and then you're going to drop it down. You hold on. I'm just showing what my pelvis is doing for the viewers here. So you're going to lift up like this and then back down. You're going to feel it working on both sides. I really feel this side working a lot because it is holding me up. Try to do 10 repetitions like we talked about. Once you do 10, make sure face the other direction and do the exact same thing. You may notice one side is a little weaker than the other. Just work on that side a little bit more.
Good. Mike, can you turn around? I know with working with a lot of older people, when I have them do this, a verbal cue is I say, try to keep this knee straight. Don't allow that knee to flex, because then they just start doing little squats with this leg like that, and you don't get the correct motion in the hip. So keep this leg locked out. It's not moving, and think about just going down, bringing this foot towards the floor, and then back up, and you'll get that hip motion, and it really does a nice job of working that hip in a weight-bearing manner. That's why this works good, to help to get that waddle out of your walk. Work with it. It's going to take a few repetitions and a few weeks before that strengthens, but it really does work well. All right, so these exercises are really going to help strengthen your legs and your hips so that you can be more mobile, walk up and down steps easier, hike, whatever you want to do.
And if you are having hip pain, you can check out this video link right here on how to treat that.
And that is a good video. Mike,
great.
Yeah, Mike
I think
did a
we're
nice
in
job with that. Yeah, we did it, so we're
We're biased.
yeah, eagle.